What's good? It's your boy Saucy Swole, and this is a supporter requested topic. This is from I.DTN. So if you're watching this, bro, this one's for you. Anyway, he asks how to stay consistent. And this is what I got to say about that topic. No one can make you be consistent. No one can do the work for you. No one can pick you up. No one can put those weights in your hand. It's all got to be on you. So the question really is, how bad do you want it? See, the people who really want it, they're going to stay consistent. And the people who just kind of sort of want it, not really sure, who don't really have a resolve, you're going to fall off. And this doesn't just apply in the gym. This applies in whatever you want to do. If you want to be an engineer, you got to study. You got to practice what you do. If you want to be a musician, you got to practice that instrument. If you even want to get big in the gym, you got to be consistent in the gym. So if you really want it bad, you're going to put in the work. I just looked it up. It takes about a month to build a habit. So if you're doing something day in and day out, eventually you're going to start building discipline. You're going to start going because you're in the habit of doing it and you won't stop. Bro, whatever you got to use to get yourself into that zone is what you got to do. Whatever you need to get yourself in that gym or get yourself open in that book, use it. If you were picked on as a kid, use that as fuel. If you got your heart broke, got done dirty by someone in a relationship, use that as fuel. If your family doesn't believe you can do something, use that as fuel. Whatever hardship you went through, use it as fuel. Get yourself in the gym. Get yourself to study. Get yourself to practice. Whatever you need to do to get yourself in that habit, use it, brother. And then once you're in there, show up day in and day out. Show up again. Show up again. Even when you're tired, show up again. That's consistency. When you keep showing up no matter how you feel. Because if you keep showing up, it's only a matter of time before you make it. But if you start slacking, I don't really feel like it today, I don't feel like studying, I don't feel like going to the gym, you're not going to make it. Because while you're sitting around feeling tired, skipping, someone else who really wants it is putting in the work, is putting in the hours when you're not. You simply have to want it bad. You have to want it more. You can outwork anybody. It's all in here. You got to break through whatever's holding you back. Because the only difference between you and the people that you inspire to be like is that they want it. They stay consistent. But you can reach their level, if not even higher, if you just stay consistent. How bad do you want it? Really ask yourself that. Are you willing to keep showing up day in and day out, rain, sleet, snow? Are you really dedicated, or you just all talk? People who just say, talk and talk and talk, they're not really about it. But the ones that let the work speak for them, the ones that just show up and don't do all this talking about it, they're the ones that are going to make it. They're the ones that are going to keep showing up. It doesn't matter how long it takes, because it's not a race. What matters is that you get to your goal. It's a marathon, brother. It's a marathon. It's all about how long can you last, brother, without giving up. How long are you willing to go for before you give up? Because if you really want to be consistent, you'll put in the work when others won't. You'll put in the work when you don't feel like it. You'll put in the work when things aren't going your way. You'll put in the work when hardships arrive. You just have to push through. Because do you really want to be like everybody else? Or do you want to be different? You're not going to achieve your dreams by being like everybody else. You're not going to achieve your dreams by slacking. Sometimes you can't go out and party. Sometimes you can't be worried about relationships. There's a time in a guy's life where he just has to lock in and grind. If he really wants to see the results, if he really wants to get to where he wants to be. Because what you got to realize, clubs, parties, women will always be there. They will literally always be there. But your time to get to the grind, your time to put in that work, your success will not always be there, brother. It's not going to be waiting for you. But if you put in the work, you put in that grind, all of those temporary pleasures you can enjoy when you make it. When you make it. But right now, you have to want it bad enough to forgo those temporary pleasures. You have to want it bad enough to where you say, I'm good on that. I need to lock in. I need to stay focused. There's always going to be people that say, oh, you can do both. But while you're out partying, there's someone out there in the gym. While you're out partying, there's someone out there studying. While you're out stressing over relationships, there's someone out there putting in that practice, putting in that work. And what's going to happen at the end of the day? They'll make more progress than you. They'll get that job. They'll get that endorsement. They'll get that dream come true that they wanted. All because they outworked everybody else. You simply have to want it bad. It all depends on you. It really does. Consistency depends on you. You have to remind yourself why you started, whatever it may be. Because there's a kid inside of you, bro, who had a dream, who still has a dream. The only difference between you and the other people that you're inspired by is they didn't give up on that dream. And you shouldn't either. You should continue to push for it, even when you don't see the results in the moment. Because, bro, think about it. There's two people side by side digging underground towards diamonds. The one on top gets tired, quits, goes back up to the top, goes home. But the one on the bottom keeps digging, keeps digging. They about stopped at the same point. He goes back up and he leaves. But the other one digs just a little bit longer and he strikes that diamond. He strikes that gold. All you need is one win. You could be one win away from everything you wanted in your life. But you chose to slack and give up. You chose to go. You chose to let it go. All it takes is one win, because that win will be worth all the L's. It's not going to happen overnight. Your dreams will not come easy. Nothing in this life that's really worthwhile will come easy. You gotta want it bad. You gotta be willing to sacrifice. You gotta be willing to put in the work. Because if you don't, you'll be just like everybody else. Bye. If you want to be like everybody else, that's fine. But the people who really want it, they're going to be the ones shining. And you're going to be looking at them like, that could have been me. Well, boo-hoo, womp, womp. It's not you. Because you quit on yourself. No one's going to feel sorry for you. No one's going to show pity for you. No one's going to hand you your dream. You got to get up and get it, especially as a man. Especially as a man. Because ain't no love for losers. They only know what a winner is. This society only shows love to winners. So what are you going to be in life, bro? A loser or a winner? The choice is yours. Remember that. Stay locked in. Keep putting in the work. And don't give up. Because as long as you keep going, you're winning. But the moment you decide to give up, that's when you lose. That's when you truly lose. Remember that, bro. I hope I helped you, bro. And remember, we got work to do.